Boo! Hey, Moon! Welcome in! I don't know if I scared you or not. I've got my blanket around me again because I am fucking freezing. Damn it! I was hoping to scare you. Ah well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. But yeah, I've got my heated blanket on again. So, yeah, let's see how warm I can get and how quickly. I was tempted to play Fortnite, and I'm like, no, I can do that another day. Right now, I'm so tempted to go to bed and lay in my heated blanket. I know how that feels. I know how that feels. Yeah. I know exactly how that feels. But I need... Oh, no. I hate that word. I hate the word clean. Because I know it's a word that no matter how much you fucking clean up, it's gonna get dirty again in like an instant. It's one of those. Yep. It happens, it happens, it happens. Sadly, but what can you do? Apart from just clean it again. Alrighty. And you oh my god. So you can only blame yourself? Oh god. That's not fun. That's not fun. Oh, brother. I know how you feel, though. My issue, though, is my mental health kind of stops me from fucking cleaning up. Like, it stops me from doing a lot of everyday things. I need an adult and supervision. I think I need that too. Think I need that too. Okay. Let's continue with what we were doing. This part is called Twin Flames. Ooh. Oh, it's you again. Hey, innkeeper. Hello, it's been a while since I've seen you around. A whole week to be exact. And you already miss me? A little. Cute. Right? Especially with the turtle. I got my hands on a job all the way over in Duria. Seemed like something relatively easy but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate. Sounds like easy money. Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that'll loosen my tongue. I feel like this job drained me of all my social energy. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a good deal to me. So she wants something to loosen her tongue. You know what? Yeah. Let's do this one. Nope. Okay, let's do that. Then do 2 of that. I mean, that would loosen anybody's lips, wouldn't it? Oh, I need another one. There we go. Let's hope this suits your taste. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I can definitely feel my charm coming back to me. Definitely mine. I made you a drink. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. Fine, a deal's a deal. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of 2-headed sheep. Apparently, that darn starfall damaged their barn, and they somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. Didn't think they were that clever, honestly. Must be the 2 brains. Probably. Anyways, they got out right before their shearing appointment, and of course the farmer needed to get them back in time. Especially considering the rumours surrounding Duria at this moment. Seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing the last few weeks. So local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences. Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe. So, she hired someone to bring her animals back. That someone being you? Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. I'd say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting, instead of handling. That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn 2-headed sheep are? Let me guess. Twice as stubborn as a 1-headed sheep. You got it. They're impossible to get moving. Impossible to startle. One head might be eating, but the other one is always watching you. But you did it, right? I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You're absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands, of beasts. And some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against. That sounds like an incredibly humbling experience. It was, trust me. But luckily I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer. Oh? Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral thin folk. Must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me there's apparently one thing that gets their full attention. You got any guesses on what magical tool that might be? I have no... Clovers! Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them. A few will make them follow every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper. Do you two know each other? Barely. Ha! Keep your secrets then, oh so mysterious innkeeper. I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. Didn't expect you two to be friends, honestly. Best friends? I think you got that one wrong, Jade. I'd never befriend someone like her. I have taste. Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry, Innkeep. Apology accepted. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed, I think I got the hang of it. Then what are you waiting for? Your old rival is waiting for a drink. Preferably one that will restore my energy. Those sheep made my old bones all wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak. Got you. Let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry, she might not look like it, but her drinks are actually really good. I bet. I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. Wow. Like, holy fucking shit. Don't like feeling so weak, do we not? Okay then, biatch. Okay, so then we need one there. One there. And then another two here. Oh, wow. Impressed? Don't get cocky now. You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una. Jade told me you're retired now. Had enough of the adventuring business? Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And yet you decided to help Jade. Ever had to handle the 2-headed sheep? Not yet. Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I couldn't just watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer. But this was a one-time exception. Did the farmer pay accordingly? After your morning dew clover's magic trick? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid both of us. Damn. That's good to hear. She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a maider. I don't have any use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I couldn't care less about material riches. So we figured we'd give them to you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Oh, divine gems? A little blasphemous indeed. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you. Don't mention it. Hi, Hunter! Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to crocheting. for the rest of my life. Didn't get this hook put in for nothing. Of course, I occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. I haven't lost the game in at least 4 decades. That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair. I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I've also never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel? Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. Favorite? But I'm here already. Oh my. Really, you two? Really? You're fighting over who the favorite is? Yeah, none of you have watched me at all, ever. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter. But don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. Who is the favourite child? Mom? When did I become a mother? I ain't no mother. Oh. What do you mean Shad put you up for adoption? I mean, Rage watched you for 19 hours and 6 years. Fair enough. Ha, you wish. And I'd be on guard. Why? Scared I might lose? I just know for a fact that Jade's not new to cheating. I've seen countless mercenaries lose against her. Do you really think I'm that senile? This will be an easy match, don't you worry. Get enough in your monthly pension to pay for 2 drinks, Una? You know, I can hear you both, right? Got cold feet? Keep dreaming. I would say you are very greedy. Like, how the heck have you eaten that much? How are you still hungry? That's what I want to know, Moon. I'm like, holy shit. My god, I want one of those. Right? Nope, mine now. My metabolism now. Give it. Mm-hmm. Oh. Hello. Innkeeper, I have returned. Oh my... But I don't care. My Hunter, you are giving me that. I want the metabolism that you have. Holy shit. Innkeeper, I have returned. Welcome back, Miss Anwar, and welcome... This brave adventurer's name is Claymore. He offered unexpected support during my quest. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on the behalf of, the world. Yes, of course, the world. Mr. Clay. Just Clay is alright. Are you okay, Clay? Yes, I'm just a bit sad, but that's okay. Not every day can be sunshine and ferrets. Oh. Yeah, we don't have a lot of ferrets around here, sorry. He'll be okay. One's first quest can sometimes be a bit much. It wasn't my first quest. I just don't like it when there's fighting. You were very good at it. Oh, I can't eat the chili heatwave Doritos. I know, but I like it more when we all get along in the end. Evil can't be reasoned with. Not everyone you disagree with is evil. Will do, Moon. Will do. Wise words. Can I offer you a drink in exchange for hearing about what you encountered? I suppose that's fair. Clay? What would make you feel better? I don't know. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? Good luck, Hunter! You look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. If you say so, buddy. If you say so. Wow. Wow. Okay, that, and then that, there we go. Well, you better put some skates on there now. Try this. I think it might make for a good ferret replacement. This tastes strong and magic-y, but it's not as soft as petting a ferret. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What is it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. Thank you. Now, Miss Anwar, what would you like? I need some of that liquid I need some of that liquid vigilance. Okay. Even in here, it's important to stay on guard. Wouldn't this be the right time to relax? There is no such time. Alright, then I shall aid you on your divine mission of not falling asleep standing. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's see, and then we want this one, don't we? There we go. Some liquid vigilance diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy. I could do with something less diluted, but you're right, it's delicious. Happy to hear that. Now, I believe you earned yourself a story. Please, go ahead. Clay, do you want to start? No, I think you should go first. I missed your whole investigation. I suppose that is correct. Well then, as you already know, Innkeeper, I plan to start investigating right here in Zenith. Specifically at the fallen West Gate. It was a depressing sight to behold. So I've been told. I assume either Melina or the vampire caught you up on their observations. Both, actually. But Melly went into a lot more detail. Mostly about those wildfire badgers. Ah, yes. It was reckless of them to sneak after me like that. I'm glad I was there to save them. Enjoy the snacks! Me too. Ooh. Unfortunately, the rubble did not hide anything of value to me. But fortunately, thanks to your rumours, I was not entirely without a lead. The wizard's prophecy led me to Dorwell. Or should I say, the abandoned isle of Fairweather. The name changes depending on who you ask. I didn't know it had that many names. I always just called it Kelpie Island. Why? Because it's shaped like one. Probably the smartest approach. Kelpie Island or Fairweather, its name means very little to me. It's a local settlement of Fae. Was much more relevant. They built everything into a giant sequoia that holds their portal to Avalon. Their portal is in a tree? Yes, right in its center. They call it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were not as helpful as I'd have hoped. They didn't seem to understand the severity of the situation. Instead, they were much more interested in trying to sell me their rubbish. Kept going on and on about how desperately I needed one of their acorn amulets. When I inspected one, the magic was so chaotic, I could barely concentrate on its aura. All it gave me was a headache, so I passed on the allegedly grand opportunity. Seems like you dodged a scam. Or a pretty necklace. Scam seems more accurate. It does. Acorns aren't used so much besides culinary magic. But they do make for good ice cubes. Do you have any? Not at the moment, sorry. I prefer it that way. Anyhow, when I rejected their offer, they told me I was worse than an astral humpback whale. When I inquired into the meaning of that phrase, they told me such a whale had destroyed one of their scouting camps just a couple of days ago. And that apparently my rejection of their generous offer was a bigger slight. They didn't wish to elaborate further, but I had what I needed. No acorns, I assume. Ooh. No, but a hint towards something that had caused unusual chaos very recently. Even if it had nothing to do with the starfall, this creature clearly posed a threat to the settlement. Ooh. Well, if you're gonna get ice cream, you probably have to eat that first before, like, the chocolate, the biscuits, and the crisps. Oh. Sorry, folks, I just knocked my mic. So you... Wait, what? Why did you just get slapped? I didn't touch her. No, I didn't. How? What? Oh. Oh, okay. So violent, Emmy. I'll do it again. So I'm not sure what you would have done next, actually. Go swimming for a whale? Of course not. One would not find such a creature in the ocean. Obviously, I knew that. Maybe. But it can be summoned with a celestial summoning ritual, which you know how to do. Naturally. So when night fell, I made my way to nearby Carapace Beach, and prepared to summon a whale. I don't mean to question your methods, but if you were going to summon an astral creature for answers, couldn't you have just summoned Cassiopeia herself? She would know what's going on, I'm guessing. Are you out of your mind? Summon a dragon? The Realm Keepers have sworn a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of their cosmic design. Right, sorry, slipped my mind. You are forgiven. Unfortunately, my ritual was not as picture perfect as I would have liked it to have been. I was not able to find any flimmering limpet shells, so I had to fall back to different ones, which meant the protective properties were a bit out of balance. I knew this meant that the whale was likely to break out of the protective bounds of my summoning circle. But sometimes risks are necessary. You could have just waited for the tides to bring in new shells. I did not have the time. Or the idea. I was prepared to defend myself. I did not need to waste time on alternative solutions. And, except for the minor lack of protection, the ritual went off without a hitch. Normally, the burning of the shells would have scorched my hands, but luckily, I happened to be fireproof at that very moment. How convenient. When the last shell burned to a crisp, a colossal astral humpback whale appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them. I mean, there was one star. There was. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated, almost as tall as the horizon tree. And in its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly. Sounds beautiful. No, it sounds dangerous. The creature was out of its mind the moment it fully materialized. I expected some initial hostility, but it did not even hesitate to attack me. Sounds like a very angry whale. Or a very hurt one. I admit it was a tough foe. Its bite was strong and coated in fire of a swallowed star. It attempted to swallow me too, several times. Most of its attacks could not damage me, of course. Thanks to your drink, it had no chance against my defenses. But it was still a massive beast, and my attacks alone were not enough to bring it down. And that's where Clay came in? Exactly. My mace was in its maw, and we were locked in a contest of strength, when suddenly someone pushed it into the waves, granting me a moment to collect myself. Moments later, Clay was by my side. Together we were able to vanquish the beast. Were you there for the whale too? No, I was collecting seashells. Seashells? Yes, for my friends. At this time of year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling, floating animals from the astral sea. And they love munching on seashells. Do you encounter these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice. Usually, at least. But when I saw Tia fighting that whale, I had to step in. It looked terrified, you know. Every time the moonlight hit her armor, it bared its teeth, like it was trying to scare her off. After I pushed it out of her way, I thought I should try to calm it down. I tried communicating with it, told it to stop, but it seemed too scared to even hear me, or in too much pain. In pain? Every time it moved, it seemed to wince slightly. Like when you carried logs all day, and then someone asks you to help rearrange the kitchen. But I don't have enough time to figure out what was wrong. It jumped right back at Tia, and Tia right back at it. I did notice Clay trying to speak with it at first, and I considered stepping back for a moment, but I could not risk anyone else getting hurt. No doubt it would have ravaged the camp again, perhaps even the settlement. So, you didn't manage to calm it down? No, I realized that I could only save one of them, so I pushed away my worries and helped Tia defeat it. He's a remarkable fighter. His incredible tenacity and brute force helped me defeat it quite quickly. Tia kept its attacks focused on her, and I dealt the final blow. When his weapon struck its body for the final time, it and the star in its belly exploded into stardust that then slowly settled into the Carapace Sea. It was like 1,000 tiny stars, all now floating in the deep blue. While that does sound beautiful, it doesn't sound like you found the information you were looking for, Tia. I did not. I was hoping to examine its body, but all that was left was miniature stars seemingly stuck to the waves, gently crashing into the sand. She was really frustrated, so I suggested we could try talking to its ghost, like my granny likes to do. She said that astral whales don't have ghosts, which seemed wrong to me. They already have the perfect translucent body for it. The ghost was a dead end, but he did give me an idea. Through my innate connection to Cassiopeia, I realized I could try to commune with its fading essence through the stars it had left behind. Of course, I did not speak whale, but Clay does. You do? I can talk to animals. You're full of surprises. Thank you. Though I'm not always sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing it. And they think I mean to hurt them. I hate when that happens. You mean they just disappear like they were never there? Yes, like they moved to a different, quieter beach. Or like they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Astrian creatures can traverse the plains at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the astral currents pull them back home before they're ready. And once you're swept up in them, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult. Or so I've been told. I guess your friends either went home when you weren't there, or they got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying the sea swallowed them? Not quite, it just beckoned them home, through a celestial hug of sorts. So that means I could just visit them in the astral sea? That would be an incredible undertaking. Travelling between planes is quite hazardous. Ooh. It is, but echoes from the primordial sea, and my family has lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow. They say it was much simpler to traverse between planes once. But for a long time it has been almost impossible without complicated and dangerous rituals. Until recently, the astral sea was the only possible way to pass through the barriers. And accessing it requires meticulous planning. Not to mention, the sea tends to come with more risks than rewards. I feel like I need a shit ton of coffee. It's not good. Even your Astrian friends, who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim, get pulled back by the currents eventually. Imagine what would happen to you if you went in unprepared. But the Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either, and they told me they haven't lived here for very long. Since the 5 interplanar portals opened up, interplanar travel has become a lot more accessible again. At least when it comes to the dream planes. But even the astral and primordial seas, not to mention are finally open to us again after all these years. It is a true miracle to witness in our lifetimes. So the portals haven't always been there. I didn't know that. Who put them there? Well, that is a very good question. And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. You still have to tell me what came of your conversation with the whale's essence. You're right, we're getting off track. I'm trying not to fall asleep. I prepared a second ritual. This time a much gentler one, and with Clay's cooperation in mind. No, I can't! Aren't you glad Clay was there to help you? Because I'm supposed to be streaming! I suppose I am. You really are? You are surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could not have done this entirely without you. If one was to be extreme about it. I think someone like you could do anything alone if you put your mind to it. But that doesn't mean you should have to. I know it is. I know it will. But I want to stream. No. No. No, 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 no. 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 Nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. No, 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 no. Do I have to time you out? I've got a feeling I'm gonna have to time you out. Alright. I'ma ban ya. No, I'm not going to put me. But ma'am. I'll see how I am after reading, like, this chapter, okay? I can't just leave a chapter half done. But that doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happier when doing difficult things if I have help from other people. Well said, Clay. Still a teamwork, you two. Keep it up. Will do. When I was done with my preparations, I kneeled down in the celestial waves, Clay's warm hand in mine, and I prayed to the Lady of the Gilded Sea that she would allow us a glimpse of the slain creature's soul. Did it work? Of course it did. It was like bathing in a river of stars, but the stars had feelings and aches and even more feelings. Its thoughts were like a song of ice and fire. It sounded so scared and cold and sad. Cold is not what I would have expected from a whale with a star in its belly. Me neither, but that's when I realized what was wrong, why it had looked so sickly and grey. The whale had been cursed with a potent frostbite that had frozen its body from inside out. A very painful condition that would drive anyone to madness. If you're scared, angry, and hurt enough, you'll do a lot of things you might later regret. Together we dove deeper into its memories and discovered how it had been afflicted. It fought some sort of evil creature on two legs that kept throwing things at it. A creature on two legs. So, a humanoid? We assume. It turns out whales don't care much about our appearances, so its memories were blurry at best. During the fight, it swallowed some kind of stone that made its song turn black and white. It tasted horrible. But when you're a whale, you don't really worry about swallowing stones. You worry about the two-legged monster throwing things at you. I would too. Just wanting to escape, it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way home. It felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why. The worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Luckily, its anger subsided when it found its way back. It thought it was finally safe, but suddenly this freezing began cold. I don't mind the cold much. I'm from the Highlands, and we get a lot of snow in winter. But this kind of snow, this kind of cold, it felt but the kind of cold it felt was awful. Painful and inescapable, like it was freezing from the inside out. The potent frostbite I mentioned, it seems the curse took hold and slowly spread throughout its entire body. It tried to keep itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squids, but that didn't help much. It just kept getting more scared and angrier and colder, until even its brain was freezing over. It couldn't think of anything other than the cold. So in its desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find. A star. A star. A giant one at that. It looked deceptively small, contained in its belly. But apparently it was one of the biggest ones the night sky had to offer, the East Star. It ate Pharos, the guiding star of the endless seas. It did, and it helped. It kept its frostbite at bay, and even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea's delicate balance of gravity. I can imagine that. The whale was very confused about what had happened. Hello, Rage! It looked like all the stars suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand all of what happened, but it felt bad. To label it as bad would be quite the understatement. The falling stars ripped holes in Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe. It was hurt and scared. It should have endured, instead of hurting others. Not everyone is as strong as you are. Well, they should try to be. Now the whale's legacy is destruction. I doubt it wanted that. I'm perfectly fine. I'm awake. I promise I am wide awake. No. I will get banned in a second. Yes, yes you will. Do not tell me to go to sleep. Maybe not. It certainly left behind a small natural wonder. It seems that even the darkest moments leave behind some light. They do. I just wish it hadn't cost a life. No! Sometimes that's what heroism is about. Sacrifice. Don't kid yourself. Heroism is about fun and making new friends. You got this, Hunter. I gotta learn how to add those. Maybe. Maybe. Hi, by the way. Hi. The whale caused the stars to fall from the sky. I wouldn't call that fun. The friends part usually comes first. I'm not particularly interested in making friends with creatures that cause so much damage. My dear, you could learn a lot from giving people some grace rather than condemning them for all eternity. Sometimes granting strangers the space to grow can change everything. The beast could have grown into a supernova. Or into the new East Star. I could not have taken such a risk. You seem like you have control issues. Maybe try being more like your friend here. You know how to let loose, right, buddy? I think I'm pretty fun at parties, if that's what you mean. But sometimes when I let loose, people get hurt, like that whale. So maybe Tia is right, self-control is important. My, you're all a bunch of mopey clowns. And you're an incredibly unconcerned... And you are incredibly unconcerned about the impact of letting something that dangerous live. If it had continued causing trouble, this weirdo over here would have just made another quest out of it. I guess you're too young to understand the virtue of taking it easy. With age, you learn things just happen as they happen, over and over again. It sounds like you just want to avoid taking responsibility for your role in that cycle. I intend not to be part of it. I intend to actually change things. Heh. So far you seem like a pretty standard cleric. Maybe a bit too paladin for my taste, but if you say so. I just hope you can live with the changes you cause, because you're gonna have to. I am ready to take responsibility. At least that's better than apathy. Dragons, I did not miss religious zealotry. Anyway, old enemy, got another drink for me? I'm running dry. Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one? You got it. Okay. Let's give you that. Okay, yeah, we need one of those. Ooh. I want to see what that is. Nope. Oh gosh, we're getting things. Okay. Ah. This should tell me what it is. Blessed with the divine magic of dragons, adventurers have a much better chance of fighting the undead or any other unholy creature. Or any creatures. Okay. Interesting. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know. Weird way to admit that you've lost every argument against me. But this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. What are you going to do now, kid? Now that your big bad whale is defeated? Find out who is behind this. Clearly the whale was merely the byproduct of some sort of agenda. I must find out what that is. Justice never sleeps, does it? It cannot afford to. No one is going to thank you for working yourself to the bone. She's right. People usually prefer you sticking around instead. Which is something I'm not going to do right now because I have a card game to win. Good luck with your agendas. I apologize on her behalf. It's fine. Tia, do you want to go? No, she was just being overly dramatic. Oh, I see. Maybe we should listen to her advice. At least a little bit. My granny always says with age comes the priceless wisdom of mistakes. And that lady was right. You could use some rest. I think she greatly underestimates the importance of this situation. Both things can be true at the same time. Clay, you do have a point that age can bring wisdom few of us can otherwise aspire to. Perhaps the knowledge we need to uncover this conspiracy lies not in the future but in the past. After all, the past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented. Which means that this too could have been attempted before, if not very successful. Ooh. Oh. Knowledge of something so vile must be scarce and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. I have never come across anything like this anywhere in the Aperture's library. Granted, the Aperture has only been standing for a little over 2 decades. Its library can't be that vast. Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold. But I do believe that we don't currently harbour the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored. What are you considering? We could ask everyone we come across until we find someone who knows something. Good idea, but that would take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom archives. Is that a book club? An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the Great Seven Maidan archives. The Gaian one, to be specific. Legend has it there used to be one on each plane. Even to it, the plane of the dead. They were once filled with all the knowledge of the cosmos and grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell to an unknown foe and have been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Ooh. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find this archive? Nope, not much of a librarian, unfortunately. Disappointing. But you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask all the scholarly people that pass through here. Of course. I can do that. Perhaps you can start by asking that bounty hunter once she's done gambling all her money away. You could ask her yourself. I would rather not. I'll take that terrible task off your hands then. Wonderful. You won't need more than a day to take care of all this, right? I could do with a little more time. Nonsense, we don't have more time. I need your full commitment on this, innkeeper. This is very short notice. As are disasters typically, hence the vigilance, I shall return to a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning. Okay? In the meantime, you should rest. Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, prayers to consult. Una was right. A good night's sleep would do wonders for you. I could even offer you some coupons to a beautiful swamp spa. I'm not interested. If I rest now, who will this world have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow. Wow. It's always nice to see a workaholic in action. Don't worry, I'll go with her and make her some bread. Warm bread always helps me when I'm feeling sad. I think she might need some. That's very kind of you, Clay. Make sure you get some too. I couldn't resist warm bread if I tried. Do you want some as well? Ooh. Yes, please. I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies? No. Thank you, Clay. Anytime. I hope you like bread rolls. Who doesn't? I'll take some of those coupons too. Wonderful. Talking through everything really helped. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching up with some astral friends might make you feel a little bit better. Actually, I was thinking I could use the shells to make some friendship bracelets for Tia and I. I want to carve them into stars. I also managed to collect a bit of stardust so that I could always remember the whale. I didn't really know what to do with it at first, but on my way back, I combined it with some sea glass. Initially, I wanted it to be a gift for Tia, but I don't think she would like it that much. But it would look very good in your tavern, innkeeper. Oh, wow! That's amazing. Excellent craftsmanship, I have to say. Are you sure I can keep it? I am. I can see that you're appreciating it, and that's more than enough for me. Thank you very much. It's stunning. I think that sometimes you have to... make something out... Damn it! I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the things that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with anger and that has nowhere to go. Do you like being angry? No, I don't. Me neither. No moon! But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it's important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. It just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone they need to think about. At least they're not scared of you. Anger doesn't make you any more a monster than silence makes you a saint. Be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is. I'll try and keep her, thank you. I hope you find a way back to yourself too. Thank you, Clay. Me too. Top of the evening to you. Welcome to my tavern. Oh, what do my magical eyes see? New faces? New acquaintances? With whom do I have the pleasure today? No way, a speaking skeleton? Haven't seen one of those in a long while. Hello there, how incredibly rude of me to leave out introductions. My name is Scully. Not Boney, Scully. And he's so polite as well. You can call me Una, Mr. Scully. And that one over there is my friend Jade. No rage, not the same thing. Ah, a fellow maider, but with more skin left. Which isn't immensely difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance. Una and her friend Jade. Jade, that's a beautiful necklace you have there. Something about it looks really familiar. Don't you think, Scully? I have no clue what you're talking about. It does remind me of Scully in a way. When was the last time you were digging around in graves? Never. I think your senses might be deteriorating with age. Maybe you're nearly as terrible at lying as you are at winning against me while cheating. Ugh. Oh, the wonders of friendships. You two seem to get along so well. Oh, absolutely. I think I should be going now. I still have work to do. What a coincidence. I happen to want to say the same thing. But wouldn't it be rude of us to leave that distinguished gentleman all by himself? I think one of us should definitely stay a little longer. Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones? That is true. I haven't seen another maiden since I woke up. So anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 centuries ago. See? It's a match already. Would be a shame if the two of you were to become friends. Huh. Anyways, see ya. That was quick. Indeed. I guess a woman her age knows what she wants. Good mythical morning. Well, it's well past sunset, Hex. That might be true, but it's still morning somewhere, I know. You got it. But today I'm not here to talk with you about primordial magic. Today we're going to celebrate my sister. Oh, she's cute! You can tell the siblings have got the same nose. Greetings, everyone. Come on in. Pleased to meet you. My name is Scully. Jade. You can call me Hex. And this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know, she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. We're here to celebrate, not to roast. Though some fire might be fun. No fireballs inside Hexagon. If you insist, a fireless party it is then. My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended one in what feels like an eternity. What's the occasion? My wonderfully talented sister successfully defended her wizard doctoral thesis just today. She can now call herself an actual, full-blown selenite witch. It's not that special, honestly. I beg to differ, that's a majorly big deal. Congrats. I must congratulate you as well. Quite an outstanding achievement indeed. You're very sweet, thank you. I have to agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation? Hex already told me that you're a real magical connoisseur. I would love to taste one of your creations, innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something for me? Of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired after debating your professors all day. That sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up. Coming right up. Whew. This one will do. That one. And then one of these. I didn't yawn. I have though, but I didn't then. I actually did something else then. So, get over it. Water. Num 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 num. Oh my god. I hate these new, like, lid bottles. Like, bottle lids. Fucking hell, they're annoying. It's like one of the worst things ever. I'm not gonna lie. Like, how the hell have they, like, managed to do that? And why is it so annoying to try and open it and keep it open and then trying to close the fucking thing? Like, it's not easy at all. I'm not gonna lie. My, this is delightful. See? Told you, she definitely knows her craft. Say, innkeeper, do you have a PhD in mixology by any chance? Last time I checked, no. But I do have a lot of experience. Took me a while to get the hang of it. I can tell. Your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of debating right now. Is anyone else up for a drink? Nah, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier. Scully, Hex, what about you two? I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today. I would love a refreshment for these old bones, actually. Perhaps something that'll bring back the charm of the old days. At your service. Okay, so we need the crown. You know what? 1,000 Winds should do it, right? Okay, let's do the feather. Okay. Got it. Here you go. A drink for the charming gentleman. Oh! What a lovely taste. It warms my bones inside and out. Should I be worried? Maybe it's an undead thing. Well, theoretically, it would be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bones. You just need you and your wild dreams, Hexy. Maybe leave those experiments to someone with an actual laboratory for once. Ah! All that talking about studying degrees brings back so many old memories. I was also a scholar once. I spent my life as an archivist at the Gaian Everbloom Archives, to be precise. Before, well, supposedly, eternal slumber. I've read a lot about the old archivists, but I've never had the chance to talk to one. Well, obviously, they're all dead. All of them? Yeah. The archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now. Oh. That's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have gotten lost with them. I guess so. If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I'd love to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge. It would be my pleasure, but sadly I cannot remember much of my research. All those years below the ground and without sunlight doesn't seem to have been good for my memory. It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or the ruins, rather. Do you remember the environment surrounding them? Maybe that could help. A little, I believe. I might have even woken up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively blessings were juxtaposed with a hostile and lifeless mountain range. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders, as sharp as talons and fangs. Even if you made it out of the mountains, you'd either be greeted by the dry steppes or a poisonous lake. The liquid in that lake could singe the meat right off your bones. I knew someone that fell into the lake once. I remember as if it were yesterday. Well, that sounds like not the best place to build an important archive stronghold. Wouldn't necessarily agree. They say the books and scrolls of the Maiden archives contain all the mysteries of our world and the realms that surround us. Ah. Interesting. Of course you have to protect that knowledge. Would be a shame if someone... Anyways. I don't know if I can trust Hex. I think I know the place Scully's talking about. Oh? It sounds just like Gravelmark. Sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no way a location like that exists twice. On this plane at least. Or else I would have heard of it. I wouldn't recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years. But think about all those hidden treasures. Knowledge left untouched for millennia. That sounds a little too ambitious even for you. Fine. Your delicate wizard sensibilities wouldn't last a day in the gravel mac anyway. Oh, and you would? Who can say? Oh, brother. Anyway, I gotta go now. Shared enough secrets of the trade already today. Thank you for your reluctant service. What a lovely young lady. She would have made for a great archivist. And a grumpy one. I'm sure she just had a long day. As have I, honestly. I'm very tired. I'm absolutely sure of that. You should take care of yourself. You seem like the kind of person that does things very thoroughly. But you should still try to relax for a few days. I agree. Getting your PhD is a major accomplishment. It's nothing, really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was a mere formality. Scully's and my point still stands. And I'm sure your brother would agree with us. Absolutely. You're all very kind. I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late. A splendid idea, as I would expect from a witch like you. Seems fair. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, innkeeper. I will, theopratically. Damn. Oh, new quest, new quest, new quest. The Maiden Archives once held infinite knowledge of the cosmos. Oh. Okay. Raiders of the Lost Archives. The Lost Maiden Everloom Archives are said to offer infinite knowledge to anyone with unanswered questions. Its ruins lie deep within the Gravelmark, a dangerous and lifeless mountain range that even seasoned adventurers try to avoid. If that wasn't enough, the mountains are also said to be haunted by nightmarish, bleak stalkers. Let's just hope they don't find abandoned archives cozy and inviting. There we go. Holy crap, that first part almost took 2 hours. Holy shit. Ah! Right, so in that case then, I am going to, I'm going to BRB. I'm going to go take a break. Damn. I'm going to do that, Rage. I'm going to do that. It's insane how, how long that one took. With, Moon arguing with me as well. So, BRB. Okay, so, before we get back into the game and do another one, I'm gonna say I'm a little bit upset with, so you know the try not to laugh video that I recorded, Rage, and that I gave the footage to, Diablo. Well, it didn't record my mic audio. Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm a bit miffed at it, but there's nothing I can do. I just have to wait for people to put more videos into the Discord for me to react to those ones instead. So yeah, a little miffed at that. The thing is, I would record it again, but I've already reacted to those ones, so it's like I can't exactly react to something I've already recorded previously, because then it won't be funny. You won't get the same reaction. So it's just like, damn it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. So, yeah. Let's get on to this next bit. That is really unfortunate. Oh! Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I slept. I dreamed about the whale a lot. I can't get its song out of my head. That doesn't sound very restful. It wasn't. At home, we write songs for our dead. Melodies that help them on the way to it. Like a magical torch. Like a musical torch. A magical torch? I mean, I guess it's close enough, right? I think maybe the whale just knew what I needed to mourn it. What have you been dreaming about, Tia? Stars. Surely messages from Lady Cassiopeia that are meant to guide me. Maybe that's her way of comforting you. She doesn't need to comfort me. And yet, she still does. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, did you find time to make some bread? I did. I decided on potato bread. I made you your own loaf. You can share it with your guests. I handed it to your little purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Well, that's gone. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you enjoy the bread yesterday? Very much. I think we needed it. We both couldn't sleep, so we had some bread and just talked. I admit it was a pleasant way to wind down. What did you talk about? Ferrets, I hope. Not quite. Many things. Like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of the little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. But I thought, if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden? Especially now. That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not thus far. Though I have always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh. But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favourite stories that Elysian told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. And it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands. keeping the hope of Asteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later. And with a local guide, no less. I've never visited it before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varika. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure you can tell you all about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. You're right, let's continue. Now, the quest. Of course. So I'm assuming you're going together. Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he is not practiced in the ways of a divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make a fresh bread then? Exactly. That makes sense. Bitch wants the bread. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. You. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up, so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this. No one will have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will deal enough damage to them. If that's of concern, I could offer you some citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon's strike. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know, no, I don't. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and citron will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. Could you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. So what are we thinking? The power to fight, or defense, charisma, and whatever the other one was. This is going to be a good question. Because I don't know myself. Well, you could go to sleep as well. You could lay her down gently and go home. Leave her a note. I mean, that shows how much she trusts you. Honestly. So, there's one of two options. You can message your dad, asking if you can stay over, because your girlfriends fell asleep while cuddling into you. Or lay her down gently, leave her a note, and go home. Ah, okay. Well, then go to sleep as well. Oh. See, that's the sort of thing that can be awkward. Ooh. Okay, Rage. You'll be fine. Oh, fuck. I think Tia is right. This is an extremely dangerous undertaking and an important one, it seems. You should be able to defend yourselves actively, not just passively. Plus, a little blessing from the dragons can't hurt. But what about the creatures? I don't want to kill something again. But you're good at it. We need to embrace our strengths. Sometimes quite literally. Yeah, we all say that. We all say that. There you go. I guess I am good at it. Most importantly, this should allow us to investigate the archives without having to hide from their detection. That's what matters. I guess if it means we can help more people in the end, it does. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper. But we should get going now. Indeed. Wait. Why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right potatoes. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. Hang on. She's wearing my hoodie. What the fuck? I didn't even notice it. Hoodie thief? Hey, we love our boyfriend's hoodies. Or our other half's hoodies. One, not only are they comfortable, but they also smell like the person we're going out with. And that gives us comfort. So, they are the best, Moon. It's not your hoodie anymore. Once she wears it, it is now her hoodie. I don't think she cares. In fact, even I wouldn't care. It's one of those things when we take something of our partners, it's ours. So basically, what's yours is ours, and what's ours is ours. We can thieve your stuff, But if you touch our stuff, we're not happy. Tale as old as time. Yes, but still. Here. My mum's 4'10". It doesn't matter how tall she is. She will fucking fight you for that hoodie. It doesn't matter how tall you are. We will still fight you for that hoodie. Yep. Hunter, just face it, you've lost the hoodie. It's now hers. Not only that, Hunter, right? Once one hoodie of yours gets taken, she'll take another one too. And another, and another, and another. Bought a brand new hoodie? She'll take that. It's no longer yours, it's hers. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. You were already too busy playing, so... And you might even have fun, who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. No you weren't. Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. Then go to sleep. See you soon. Well, not anymore. Greetings, innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh, yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses, with my own 2 hands. Okay, and it also means you don't need me to do ASMR either. Thank goodness. I even got blisters from it. You are not going to get me to do ASMR. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. No! Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in that specific situation? I'm not a mom! I want to be able to help out every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book. Like I've delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelves. Magic and adventures surrounding me with every step. And unknown lurking dangers in the shadows. This is all so exciting. But now, I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course. What would you like? Preferably something that'll help me defend myself from devious dangers like splinters in my hand. The drink I had last time did... Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance. I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. Okay, I am not doing ASMR. You'll be fine. Oh. Giant slash earth echo. Ooh. Yep. I'm not gonna lie there. Perfect convo. Okay. I love that. Protection against your arch nemesis. Splinters. Here you go. Ha! I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in a kind of dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Dyria mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Dyria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. Damn. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top. But I don't interfere with his decisions, so... No, he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money. Just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of it as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea. I like how you think, innkeeper. Yeah, Hunter, go to sleep. Stop fighting it. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough. Even with your magically infused drinks, he might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. No, Moon. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow, they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. Moon, you will definitely drop first. But that's... well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You got a fair point. Also, it's also easy to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Well, then you're not standing, are you? You're laying down. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. No, it's not. No. How could I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of Ashen Grove themselves. It's more than I could ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vuakin lady named Celine. Do you know her by any chance? Ow! Ow! I mean, I suppose it could be worse. She could have given you a black eye in her sleep. Well, you want it to be nocturnal. Oh, Lynn. Yes, I know her quite well. She's a regular. A regular? Oh, innkeeper, you're just full of surprises. Moon? I gave my boyfriend a black eye while I was asleep. Apparently, I flung my arm over, like over where his face is, or was, or would have been. And I caught him right in the inner corner of his left eye. That thing was fucking bruised for days. And he was getting the piss ripped out of him at work by his colleagues. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently, Lady Serlin is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So, she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement. For now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry, assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friends assembled in no time, trust me. Hunter. Like a very tangled jigsaw puzzle. Slowly unravel yourself from the situation so you can go to the bathroom. Thank you so much, and also thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Whoa! Who is this? It's okay, you can move the cart. Cat can always be moved. Heya, how it's going? Hello, come on in. This is a cute little tavern. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How do you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here. That's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here, on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough not to feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business in Keep? Correct? Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. The name's Voyage, but you may call me Voy. Alright, Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have. I'm the Voy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Haha, yeah. Is there something specific you would like? No. So surprise me with something that will make me even more irresistible and like a real Prince Charming. Oh my god. Okay. Here we go. Ah. This is gonna be insane. And then we want 2 this way. Yep, there we go. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. The big soon? Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your character, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you. Is the one and only boy. Traveller of lands. Stealer of hearts. And the most famous bard in all of Fisoa. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. Oh god. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might ask for an autograph later then. What brings you here, boy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit, sometimes. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So, it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you in your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely, make yourself at home. Nice. Oh! Hello there, traveller. What can I get you? Oh! He's missing 2 fingers. Damn. That's usually what we do. Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humour you. Well, this is my tavern. And it has come a long way. Love the colour of the walls. A new coat. It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. Thought so. What if life is not the constant changing of the self? How I have missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprise me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Okay. Got it. Okay. So, oh, just the normal. There we go. Here you go, liquid charisma, my speciality. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So, what brings you to this corner of the world? Ah, I'm looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fioza. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, the plumage of gold. Glistening in lights of day. A traveller's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah. They don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid that they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart. Oh, because they don't understand. Oh my god. Hiya. How you doing? Okay, I'll stop. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. You can't hear the crinkly packets. I want more. There's no more. Hi, Yak. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death. It stops life. Do you enjoy your art? Nobody wants me to do ASMR. Stop it. It is not gonna happen. I am not gonna make an ASMR channel. No. Not even a video. Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. Me too. Oh, Innkeeper, thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There's always those who don't get it, and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. I don't think Rage would want ASMR either. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently. Way easier for sure. Moving from Traegrin, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I'd always dreamt of joining the SOV Guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. Oh fuck, I missed that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Hagium. That's right. I've seen Yak, no! I know, I see that. Oh god, please no. That's right, I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents? Live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. Was nice having you around, Quincy. Not gonna lie, I've had many a crush on a couple of gingers. Growing up, the boy next door for me was Ginger. So... I don't know, there's just something about Gingers. It's weird. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, innkeeper. And be safe out there, voyage. You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, innkeeper. Not yet. Oh. Maybe one day. Okay. Welcome back. Quick, innkeep, your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives? Listen, innkeep, I'll tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient, because Baya really needs a drink first. Yes. What? What? Yes, please. What do you need? The same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something that'll make you feel as sturdy as tree bark again. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen again, huh? Oh my god, here's rage. There you go, my strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is... good. Oh, thank the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought she would mess it up. Thanks for having faith in me, Una. Huh, you're welcome. But Bea, are you feeling better now? Yes. At least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Bea. And you have to endure the Bloom Tide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable sweet girl what's troubling her, innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell her what's going on, Bear? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so, Sweet Bay over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mary Morgan. Ah yes, the Mary Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyways, Mary Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Bayer's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Wait, banshees are undead. Is this other person alive? It's also another spirit. We do not need Emmy ASMR. There is no way. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either. It does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophe. No! Let's not catastrophize. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want my Grandfruit to fall apart. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. Now, I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Don't worry, Bear. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too. She's right. They've been through worse. But what if she's wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voish. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. No, all of us will rage. I'm pretty famous. No. Doesn't ring any bells, sorry. Anyway. So, Bear, that's your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now. Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands, looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Bay is also really cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh, shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I think it was a bit longer than that, Rage. I'm pretty sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily I don't scar easily. Oh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks? Pitchforks! Oh. Ah, well. That's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone. Like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Yeah. You should come visit sometime. Voy. That's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. Do you want to come too, Una? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for the old bones than a nice swamp bath. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance. I would love that. Oh my god. Thank you. Right, folks, you've got your poll. No worries, Bayer. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep. You don't know someone that could help them out. This situation's kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now, who's the sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium-long relationship on the line, remember that. Absolutely no pressure. No, I don't! I do not need to do ASMR. And 3 votes is not enough. I do not need to do ASMR. I don't care. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Innkeep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook with me? Okay. The Marion Morgan Oh, fuck. Is that it? Oh! Thank you, Yak! The Mary Morgan, known for her passion for drowning trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs in the Lonesome Lagoon, are two terrifying creatures in love. But because of a mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the Swamp Witch Bayer, would do anything to keep her friend group from shattering. Couples counselor sorely needed. Okay, nice. Oh, and there's another one. No, 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 no. No. No, no, no. Okay. Darian seems to be... Okay, wait a minute. A crash of spinal rhinos collapsed a canal bridge connecting Daria to the mainland, spawning the worst of all things, a budget discussion. Daria seems to be unsafe at the moment, at least if you're cattle. A few animals have not returned home in a while. Is a diplomat... Huh. Is that it? Fatal Company. A weird fish lady? A weird fish lady. Fuck you, Oakley. I didn't get to read that. Fuck. Ah, well. I didn't get to read that one. The fuck? Yuck. Alright. You lot. I swear to God. What? What in the fuck are you lot talking about now? Jesus. Apparently, Yak thinks it's a good idea to get paid to see me, the fish lady, selling Emmy for 2 shillings per square inch. Yeah. Also, Yak, I don't like peanuts. I don't like peanuts. What am I gonna do with you? only 15 shillings? I am worth much more than that, Yak. I am worth way more than that. Maybe. Kinda. Peanuts. If I didn't like dicks, Oakley, I wouldn't be with a guy. I wouldn't have spent almost 13 years with a man. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Rage. That's like a Freddo nowadays. No. No. You're all bullies. You're all literal fucking bullies. Like, no. You know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go and back away slowly, and yeah. So, folks, thank you so much for watching the stream today. I have had so much fun with the 2 chapters, even though one of the chapters almost took 2 hours. It could be worse. So yeah, I shall be back with, hopefully, with a stream tomorrow. And it will be Phasmophobia. Because there's a Christmas event. Yes, Yak, I am leaving. The Weird Fish Lady Circus will be back later. I'm gonna say I'm not that weird. But yes. Yes. I have my tail out. But yeah, I will chat to you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. No, Caitlin's weirder than me. Caitlin is weirder than me. But yeah. Chat to you soon. Bye.